Hi everyone! Today we're diving into a story that didn't grab big headlines but could quietly shape NATO's air defense strength for years. NATO has just ordered a next-generation hybrid power upgrade for its Patriot missile systems. Sounds technical, right? But stay with me, because power is the hidden lifeline of every advanced weapon system. Without it, even the most sophisticated missiles are just metal tubes. Here are the basics. NATO's Support and Procurement Agency, called NSPA, signed a new framework deal with the German company VINCORIon. This contract is worth about 60 million euros, roughly 70 million US dollars. The plan is to modernize the power supply for Patriot air defense batteries in 5 NATO members: Media Group, Patriot Missile Battery in Action, military technicians inspecting missile systems, soldiers working on power generator near missile system at its stock at it distribute _equally, Germany, the Netherlands, Sweden, Romania, and Poland. Remember, Patriot is not a single missile but a whole system. Powerful radars, launchers, command vehicles, and communications equipment. All of that needs constant, stable electricity. Upgrading the power source is like giving the heart of the system a major health boost. Think about it. Patriot batteries are often deployed in forward areas to protect cities, bases, and troops from enemy aircraft or ballistic missiles. These systems must run radars 24/7, track incoming threats in real time, and launch interceptor missiles within seconds. If the generators fail, the radar shuts down, and the entire defense line goes blind. Traditional generators are heavy on fuel, need constant refueling, and require frequent maintenance. That means lots of supply convoys moving in and out of danger zones, which themselves become easy targets. So, a smarter, more efficient power system directly translates into better survivability and fewer lives at risk. Now let's break down what NATO is actually buying. The new hybrid power package combines several elements. Intelligent power management that decides when to draw from batteries, generators, or external grid power. Supercapacitor storage to deliver quick bursts of electricity when the radar or launchers suddenly need it. A smaller, more reliable generator that uses less fuel and runs longer between checkups, and a grid interface, so if there's a stable power line nearby, the system can plug straight in. According to NATO figures, these changes will cut daily refueling needs per battalion from about 72 operations to just 24, almost a 70% drop. Fuel consumption should fall by nearly half, while maintenance intervals stretch up to 4 times longer. That means far less downtime. NATO estimates an 80% reduction. Why does this matter in the big picture? First, fewer fuel convoys mean fewer targets for an enemy to attack, which immediately improves battlefield safety. Second, units can stay operational longer in remote or high-threat areas, which strengthens NATO's defensive posture along its eastern flank. Cost matters too. Even though 60 million euros is a big upfront payment, the alliance saves money over time through lower fuel bills and reduced maintenance. And because multiple countries are adopting the same system, interoperability, working together seamlessly in joint missions, gets a big boost. Of course, every defense upgrade brings challenges. Rolling out a high-tech hybrid system across 5 nations will test logistics. Supply chains for supercapacitors and advanced batteries can be tricky. There's also the risk of cyber attacks or sabotage on any new digital control systems. And troops need new training to operate and repair the equipment. Another point? While the system can plug into external power grids, those grids themselves could be damaged in wartime. So NATO planners will still have to build in redundancy and backup plans. Finally, place this in today's strategic climate. With Russia's war in Ukraine and rising tensions across Europe, NATO is racing to harden its air defenses. Patriot batteries are already deployed in Poland and Romania to guard against potential missile threats. Modern warfare isn't only about buying new missiles or jets, it's also about sustaining them, keeping radars spinning and launchers ready hour after hour. This quiet power upgrade might not make splashy headlines, but it ensures the backbone of NATO's missile shield stays strong when it's needed most. So that's the story. A 60 million euro investment that could save lives, cut costs, and keep the alliance's most trusted air defense system running no matter what. Sometimes, the biggest leaps in security come not from flashy new weapons, but from the unseen energy that keeps everything alive.